Hello there, I'm Jill again, back for another video. Jill from Shepherd ESL Solutions Inc. So this is again for the online ESL teaching Launchpad, and for this video, we are going to cover industry terminologies you need to know. All right, but before that, let's introduce ourselves again and let me share about us. We are Shepherd ESL Solutions Inc., driven by our vision, mission, and our core values: equipping, empowering, and enriching. And again, for this video, we are going to cover industry terminologies you need to know and why. Quick background why we decided to include this topic in this training. Basically, we've noted that for a newcomers, meaning those who are just starting in this industry, there are some instances wherein the interviewer might mention some words, and if you don't have any idea about it, that's an added information to them that okay, this applicant, this candidate is totally clueless about this. So at least you should be able to know the basic terms so that they can have an idea. Oh, this person, although not no experience yet, but he or she did a bit of research. So that should be the what they're thinking. So we're going to introduce those words here. And there are six. So basically, these are the six words, and let's dive deeper into each word. So let's get started. So first one is ESL. You've been hearing this one. Why not just English? Why ESL? ESL stands for English as a second language. Basically, this is teaching English to non native speakers. When we say non native, it's not their first language, it's not their mother tongue. For example, in the US, it's the native language, so they are not ESL learners. Okay? So, teaching English to non native speakers, usually focusing on communication skills, grammar, and vocabulary. And that's ESL. Don't be confused. But sometimes in this industry, it's interchangeably used, ESL or English. Okay? Number two, phonics. Basically, it is a way of learning or teaching to read and pronounce words by connecting letters to the sounds they make. For example, the letter B, B makes bat, ball. For example, I taught this Korean student ball, B, B, ball. So that's phonics. Okay, in short, phonics teaches you how to sound out words by knowing the sounds of letters. So if an interviewer somehow asks you, can you teach phonics? So now you have an idea. It's teaching those sounds, the basic ones. Okay? All right, and you can also mention that in your video introduction. I can teach phonics, this and that. Okay? So I hope that helps. That's number two. Number three is sometimes, or it's commonly mentioned as well in video introductions, in interviews, the word TPR, or it stands for Total Physical Response. And when we say TPR, it's basically a teaching method where the teacher uses body movements or hand gestures or facial expressions to help students understand the words. Sometimes, especially for beginner students, if you say, uh, is it or can you hear me? Sometimes they do not understand the words you're saying. But if you do it like this, can you hear me? Yes or no? Yes? Okay. So they can have an idea. Somehow, the words you're saying, they can connect it with the action you're doing. Or sometimes they notice first the action you're doing. Oh, I played. It means sound, sound. Okay. Hear me here. Can you hear me? Yes or no? So that's an example of total physical response or TPR. So if an interviewer asks you, are you familiar with TPR? Now that you've watched this one, I hope you remember it. And you can also add it in your profile, in how you introduce yourself, that you use TPR, some things like that. Okay? All right, so that's number three. Number four is demo lesson. Very common, but when we say demo lesson in this industry, it's a sample teaching session, whether live or recorded. Sometimes when you say demo lesson, sometimes you have to have a demo lesson with the hiring manager, sometimes with a mock student, like Filipino or trainer pretending to be a student, sometimes with an actual student. So that's a demo lesson. And basically, the purpose of a demo lesson is for the hiring manager or the person in charge of hiring. They can assess whether you can facilitate a lesson in the way that they want. Okay, so that's demo lesson. Number five, student profile. So basically, it's quite direct to the point naman, but it's a summary of a student's information like the age, the level, the learning goals, the strength, and areas for improvement. Sometimes for example, some companies would mention this is the student's profile. It's important as a teacher, it's important for the online English teacher to know the student's profile so that they can know how to effectively facilitate the lesson with the student. They know the level, they know the hobbies, they know the age, they know the learning goal of the student. Okay, so again, that's student profile. And last but not the least is you may also hear this one from time to time, the word booking rate. Basically, it's a percentage of available teaching slots that are reserved by students. For example, in one day, you have 10 open slots in the website. 10 slots, 10 time slots were opened, and for example, 5 out of 10 were booked or reserved by a student, by students. So that means 5 out of 10, that means 50% booking rate. Again, booking rate. So that's it. Those are the terminologies: ESL, phonics, TPR, demo lesson, student profile, and booking rate. All right. If you have questions, solicit down and we can have it in our live session. So that's it for this video. Till the next video. Bye bye.